Do you ever wonder if you're doing it right? Like if you're following all the rules and doing everything you're supposed to be doing, especially on social media? Well, my friend, I gotta say this. It's okay to break the rules, but there are some mistakes you want to avoid if you want to get the most exposure for your account. Are you ready to learn what those are? I can't wait to share them with you. Episode 275 starts right now. Hey there, welcome to the Lora Shipman Show. We hang out here weekly to talk about things like social media, entrepreneurship, marketing, tools, strategies, tips, and it all starts right now. Hey there, before we get started with this show, I just want to share my passion with you. I love teaching people just like you how to master social media for business, breaking it down into easy to consume and easy to execute steps so that you can see immediate results. So whether you want to start a social media consultancy or grow your brand's presence on social media, I can help. I can help you get started and master all the things that you need to know. So I want you to go over to my website. It is filled with resources, tools, tips, and courses. Visit lorashipman.com. That's LORA shipman.com to get all the goods. Now, you ready for the show? I know I am. Let's get started. Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I am so glad you are here with me today because I want to talk mistakes. Mistakes, I think, are a good thing to make, but because we can all learn from them. And these are mistakes that I've seen people make or I've made myself that will stunt your Instagram growth, your engagement, whatever goals that you're trying to achieve on Instagram, these mistakes can stunt that growth. And I want to just go over them pretty quickly so that you can get a sense for what they are and how you can adjust your presence on Instagram to make it the most impactful it could possibly be. So let's just start with the first one. This first one is, and I know I'm going to get the eye roll because a lot of people don't like to do this, but they don't like to get in front of their camera and do a stories plan or a reels plan. And I actually think in order to be super successful, you've got to have both of those things going for you. And they are time consuming, but that's your marketing plan. If Instagram is your marketing plan, you got to get out there and you got to get in front of that camera and you've got to put together valuable content. And valuable content falls into a couple of different categories. You either need to entertain your audience, educate them, reward them with a freebie or a promotion or a coupon or something, and motivate or inspire them. So if you're creating that kind of content on stories and reels, I think you will go a long way, a far way. So here's when I say, let's talk about reels and stories separately. I truly believe in order to get your account seen by more people, you need to show up on stories several times a day. I mean, optimum might be 10. And remember, we're talking about 10-second clips here on Instagram. So that's 100 seconds, right? To get out there on stories of just little snippets of your day, of information, whatever it is you want to share with your audience. Now, reels, ideally, once a week would be really good. A lot of people will say once a day, but that's a lot of content. And then you really need to be in production mode to do that. And we have other things we need to be doing for our businesses than making cute little reels. But I would say if you could do a once a month or once a week reel plan, you will be in good shape. But you don't have to start at that once a week, actually. You can start once a month and then maybe start twice a month and then work your way up to once a week. The second thing that you have to start using, and I just said this on a podcast the other day, is Instagram highlights. They are so underrated, but if you use them correctly, it's a great way to highlight both you, your business, and the products and services you offer your customers and clients. So go back like 2 episodes and I share 5 creative ways that you can use Instagram highlights. I think you're really going to like that episode. I believe it's a mini cast, so you'll jump in, jump out with all sorts of information, but you got homework to do when you listen to a mini cast. So go ahead, check that out and see how you can start using highlights a little bit better. Clever bios. I see people do this all the time. They get really clever in the bio. And when I read these bios, I end up more confused than knowing what they actually do or how they help. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, keep it relatable. Don't get really fancy. Don't try and create this amazing obscure title that really doesn't tell people anything about what you do. Just break it down and make it simple for people to understand. For me, I just say I help people with, I can't remember what I say actually, but it's something about I'm just a social media manager and I help people create content for their businesses. That's all they need to know. And they can learn from me through podcasts. That's all they need to know. And people find me because it's simple to understand. The next mistake that I see people making is not maximizing the very best link that they have for their business. And here's what I mean. You only have really one opportunity on Instagram to share a link. Unless you do something like Linktree, that's a different story. But if you're just going to use the regular link that Instagram gives you, you only get one chance to use a link. And a lot of people will just put the .com for their website there when they could be using all sorts of things, whatever that business driver is for them. Maybe it's, a link to a free sign up, or maybe it's to your podcast, or maybe it's to your YouTube channel, wherever it may be. Make sure you're using the best link that you possibly can in this area. Just don't throw a link in there just to throw a link in there. Think about it. And maybe your best link is your contact us page on your website, or maybe it's your blog. I don't know, but figure out what that best link is and make sure you use it. The next one is not connecting with your audience. You post and ghost. You throw up content and then you hop out of Instagram, never to be seen again. You're not making connections. You're not building relationships. You don't have Instagram friends, people who refer you out. That's how I get a lot of my business, is I have a posse of girls and I know they listen. So hi girls, and thank you for all your love and support, especially during these last couple of months that have been very challenging. But anyways, just wanted to say, like, if you don't have those people in your life, you need to start getting those people in your life on Instagram. Think about Instagram as a big networking party, that when you go to a networking event, you don't just like run in the front door and run out the back door and maybe see a couple people in between. No, you stop, you linger, you chat, you introduce people to other people. You have a whole list of things that you do during a networking event. Treat Instagram that same way, because you will meet amazing people around the globe just on Instagram. And the last mistake that I see people make is that they don't use a keyword for their business or industry in their username to make their account searchable. So I have social media manager in mine. So if people search for a social media manager, my account is going to pop up. Some people will just have a username and that's it, and it doesn't really tell people what you do. And then in another instance, you could do a search and it will populate a bunch of people. And the ones who've done their username correctly, they will have something in their name that kind of gives you a hint to what they do. So that way it compels you to click on their account and their bio and learn more about them and how they may be able to help you. All right, so those are the mistakes I think people should stop making on Instagram. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gave you some ideas for your own account, how you may be able to improve your account and take it to the next level. Well, that does it for this episode. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, hug the ones you love, and stay social, my friend. Hey there, I just want to say thank you for spending time with me here today. I know your time is super valuable, which is why I am dedicated to providing lots of usable, actionable information in the shortest amount of time possible. Before you go, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. And if you have ideas or topics you would like me to cover in an upcoming show, let me know about it in the comment section provided.